And we're going to get going here in a few seconds, so look forward to a really good match.
15 seconds.
Millie's going to be
Game
serving
one,
to Tina to start the match.
0-0-2.
Millie Rane. Great point. There's an example of Tina, who is so solid on that right side. I think Connor thought he had her beat a couple of times. She was able to reset it and ultimately get the ball back for a side out.
Point.
And they get the first point of this match. I would put Tina in the top 10 of defensive players on the women's side for sure, maybe even top 5. She's so good on that right side. That one goes long.
Second serve.
And certainly in the mixed game, Annika, you see usually the male take over more of the court, probably up to 3/4 of the court sometimes, and that's how mixed doubles tends to get played.
And there's a prime example right there from Connor, stepping over, taking the ball.
And what you really want from that right side player is the ability to be a strong dinker, be able to counter on any attacks, reset balls if necessary, and let the guy who's usually playing on the left side dominate with his forehand. Connor certainly can dominate with both sides. He's got a world-class 2-way backhand. But Tyson certainly got a really good backhand as well.
0-1-2.
Serve looks a little bit wide.
Set out.
Turns the ball back over, and Tina and Tyson are up 1-0.
1-0-1.
Oh, nice job stepping in.
Second
Another
serve.
example, that ball was 3-4 feet over into Midley side of the court, but Connor steps right in with that forehand, splits the middle.
1-0-2. Hold on. Spectators, please be seated.
I personally, Annik, love mixed doubles,
Here we
probably
go.
the best of any of the
1-0-2.
disciplines. I think it's a great test for pickleball. Good to watch, fun to watch.
Point.
I do too. There's a lot of different patterns that you see that you just don't see in the singles and gender doubles games. So it's interesting to see how teams play it.
Wow.
Set
Connor
out.
did a great job catching that ball in the middle. Could have easily been a winner, but he caught it, and Tyson couldn't finish it off. Puts it in the net, turns the ball back over
0-2-1.
with Garnett and Rane down 2-0.
Second serve.
I love that. I love that missed. That's the other thing when the male starts to creep over too much into that
0-2-2.
middle, it leaves an opportunity behind the player, the male, which Tina exploited.
Set out.
So Tyson and Tina have a fairly short history together. They're 2-1 lifetime together. I think that 2-1 actually was from last weekend in Vegas, or last week in Vegas.
Point.
We'll see if they continue playing together in the future. I think they're actually a really good combo together.
3-0-1. Second serve.
I also really like the combination of Connor and Millie Rane, but they're down 3-0 with Tyson on the serve. Tyson McGuffin.
Here we go. 3-0-2.
Wow.
Point.
That was a nice Ernie by Millie Rane, but they defended that Ernie well and found the space behind Connor Garnett for the winner. And now they're up 4-0.
4-0-2.
And they're on the 2.
Point.
Tina and Tyson are
5-0-2.
definitely putting a lot of pressure on Rane and Garnett early in this match.
Set out.
Finally get the ball back, although I would say that the side that we're broadcasting from and that Pisnik and McGuffin on has been the better side most of the day.
0-5-1. Second serve.
Couple of good gets there on the baseline by Millie Rane, but too much pressure from Tyson McGuffin in the middle.
0-5-2.
Nice.
Point.
There's the infamous Connor Garnett 2-E. Off the bounce. Hits a nice one, and Tyson puts it well long, gets him on the board for the first
1-5-2.
point of the match for them.
Point.
Now they've got 2. They've doubled their score.
2-5-2.
Nice finish there by Tina
Set up.
Pisnik. They get the ball back. I didn't really notice what happened there, Anik, but for some reason, Pisnik ended up on the left in that point. I don't know if that was intentional or just happened because of the rally, but
5-2-1.
it's kind of unusual.
Point.
And now the McGuffin and Pisnik are up
6-2-1.
6-2. Okay. And there's
Second
a
serve.
body bag from Connor Garnett to Tyson McGuffin.
Coming to you.
And the lifetime
Millie,
record here
coming
of
to you.
Millie Rane and Connor Garnett together is 13-6. So they've had a fair amount of
6-2-2.
matches together, certainly a lot more than McGuffin and Pisnik have. Too much two-e's there. That was a flurry of two-e's. I remember I was back at the tournament back in Utah earlier this year in March, and that was, I think, one of the first times that Millie Rane and Connor Garnett had played together, and they looked great, and
2-6-1.
they've continued to play quite a bit since then. Wow, nice.
Point.
Both of these teams lost out in this round last tournament in the round of 32, so one of them's going to make it to the round of
3-6-1.
16. Wow, that is just great defense there by Rane and Garnett. They just kept getting those balls back. They couldn't put it away, and then they got on offense and finished the point.
4-6-1.
Now they're really down by 2.
I love Millie and Connor's game style. I think they complement each other very well. They like to play fast. They like to speed up the ball. They like to play defense, turn it into offense really quickly, and just like to swing away.
Second serve.
On cue. I mean, I like that two in the middle.
Yeah, she was going for that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if she thought that was trying to keep that ball in or just give Tyson another tattoo or not, but yeah, their strategy definitely is to go hard and fast against Pisnik and McGuffin. I think certainly Pisnik is a very good
6-5-1.
Very good dinker in general. Not that Millie's not, but Tina can dink all day.
Second serve.
Fresh.
6-5-2. Left foot, right foot. On the bounce.
They called a foot fault there on McGuffin. He was
Challenges.
Okay.
But we'll see if Tyson can.
After review, the result of the rally stands. There was a foot fault. Lots of free challenge, no free challenge remaining, one free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 5-6-1.
So that was an unsuccessful challenge by McGuffin. There may have been a little bit of go ahead and challenge it and take a little bit of a break in action anyway. So
5-6-1.
they get a little bit of a break, and Connor serves down 1.
Second serve.
Definitely no foot fault on that one.
There was no foot fault on that one. That's right.
5-6-2.
One of our longer dink battles so far. Well, that's interesting. Millie, she didn't go for a real hard speed up there. She just went for Tyson's left shoulder to try to get a combo going, and Tyson did a good job of countering it in a spot that they couldn't get the combo put away, and they get the ball back.
Second serve.
Kind of as I expected, Anik. This is a very tight match, a little bit of back and forth. I think they're very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, I don't think that 21 seed does Connor and Millie any justice.
No, no. A lot of that is probably because of Millie's doubles rating isn't quite as high as Connor's, but she's a very, very capable doubles player and player in general. I like her game a lot.
Point.
So there's an example where, again, the guy is going to take a lot of court. He went over there to get the ball, was a little bit out of his reach, so he didn't swing at it, and Tina was expecting him to. So turns out to be a little bit of a communication error there. They've only played 3 matches together. Keep that in mind. That's a nice drive. I think
Tournament noise.
I think Millie didn't like that Connor put his paddle in there because she was sitting back there waiting to potentially get it. But he had committed to it and couldn't pull off and hits it out of bounds.
6-6-2.
Tied match. Nice. Tina's very smart with. She's going to make Connor play honest on that left side in terms of not taking too much court. She'll hit behind him. She needs to. was a great first get by Millie Rane, but she couldn't get the next one.
Set out.
But they do take the lead for the first time, I believe, in this match. They're up 7-6.
6-7-1.
Nice shot.
Second
Nice.
serve.
I still think the longer the point goes, it's more favorable to Tina and Tyson. I think they are a little bit of the better dinking side. Connor and Millie want to play fast, get the point over with.
Yep.
But now we're on 6-7-2.
Point.
What a get.
And we're tied at 7s.
7-7-2.
Tyson
Set out.
pokes the paddle there, but hits it long, and it's going to be 7-7 here.
7-7-1.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Oh my! What a get by Tina Pisnik. That was insane. I don't know how she didn't dislocate her arm getting that long. That was incredible.
Wow. That was insane. ESPN top 10?
Yeah, that was right up there for sure. That's wide. This last weekend there was the MLP Cup here at the same facility, and Tina played in that event for the Texas Ranchers, and she actually took some friendly fire from her mixed doubles partner at the time, Eric Onsens. They were going for a ball in the middle, and Tina got
7-7-1.
clipped on her left hand there. You can see her left hand is taped. And she actually was holding her
Second
arm kind of
serve.
by her side for a lot of that last game of that match. But she's back at it. She looks
7-7-2.
good out there. No worse for the wear. Millie tries to get out of the way, but gets clipped. She probably had one coming. She hit Tyson earlier with the bag, so probably evens it up. It's part of the game, right, on it?
8-7-2.
Yep. Part of the game.
Set out. 7-8-1.
Side out. Just
Point.
out, so that ties the game up at 8. Like you said, Anik, you know, Tina is an elite right side player, and she's very good at dinking. You know, Millie seems to be hanging in there pretty good. I mean, you have a lot of these cross-court forehand dink battles
8-8-1.
between the ladies in mixed doubles, and she's certainly holding her own against Tina Pisnik so far.
Second
Of course,
serve.
the
Commentator jinx.
commentator jinx kicks in as you'd expect. Very first dink after I said it,
8-8-2.
it doesn't air.
Set
Nice
out.
speed up there by Tina. She goes at Connor's left shoulder. He kind of jumps up to try to counter that and can't. So now it's
8-8-1.
8-8 on the 1 for Tina Pisnik and Tyson McGuffin. That
Second
third goes
serve.
into the net. Hasn't seen a pretty solid play so far. I haven't seen a lot of unforced
8-8-2.
errors, especially on thirds. Have been solid by both teams. And of course, I'm 2 for 2 on the commentator jinx, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the quality of play from now on.
8-8-1.
Back to 8-8-1. Tjasa Pisnik tries the lob there in that middle of that route. 9-8 after a
Time
timeout
in.
here
9-8-1.
by McGuffin and Pisnik. And
Second
Anik, I
serve.
said in an earlier broadcast, I think the percentage success of using a timeout and then either getting a side out or a point after the timeout it's almost 100%. And
9-8-2.
and it was there again. They got a second serve out of it.
Yeah, it's all about killing that momentum and just shifting it a little bit in your favor.
Yep, and that'll give Connor, Garnett, and Millie Rane the first game point of this matchup, 10-8 in the first game. Ooh, Connor tries to reach over there and finish that point and catches the top of the net. So McGuffin and Pisnik are not done yet. They still have a shot here, down 10-8.
8-1.
Wow, that was
Point.
What a counter.
So there's an example, Anik, of if you speed up across court to the opposite partner, it comes with a lot of risk because Tyson was sitting there with his
9-10-1.
forehand, and if he's anticipating it, he's going to crush your partner straight across, which is exactly what happened there. He caught Millie Rane. Wow. That was just
Second
great
serve.
defense by Tyson McGuffin and Tjasa Pisnik, but too much Connor in the end of that point. That was a great point. There's some great defense and offense on both sides.
9-10-2.
Still have a shot here to get even. Oh, wow. What a point. What a point. That gets me clapping. That was a great point. And that's going to tie the match at 10. That was just tremendous offense and defense on both sides. Connor and Millie were behind most of that point, got back to even. But then McGuffin and Pisnik just kept pounding him and eventually got the point. Now we're tied at 10.
Set
Goes
out.
long. That happens a lot. It seems like it shouldn't happen that much, but he has a wide open
10,
middle
10,
there, and he
1.
just overhits it into past the baseline.
Second serve.
So they had the ball at 10-10. Now they're going to be on the 2. Sure, they want to get at least one here. They don't want to turn the ball back over tied and give
10-10-2.
McGuffin and Pisnik a chance to close it out. They get at least one here. Oh, wow, that's unlucky. That's probably one of the, we haven't seen a lot of nets this match. I think the few matches I called earlier, there's a lot of nets. That was a very good time to have one if you're
11-10-2.
Millie and Connor. Now they got a game point again.
Set up.
And it's going to take more than 11 to win this one, at least 12, if not more. This is a very tight match. Pisnik serving.
10-11-1.
Down 1.
Second serve.
Misses that third. Still have another shot here to tie it.
10-11-2.
Yep, Tyson got aggressive in the middle and puts that one away. Now we're tied at 11. Now it's going to take at least 13.
11-11-2.
Wow, great point. Another great point. A lot of good dinking, some countering, resetting, a little bit of everything. But Garnett and Rane are going to have another shot
11,
here,
11, 1.
tied at 11. That one sails long.
Second serve.
And Garnett and Rane did a good job getting that ball to finally bounce and getting a little bit farther up in the court, but just too much pressure from McGuffin and
11-11-2.
Pisnik.
Wow.
Nice shot by Millie Rane. She splits the middle from that right side of the court. That was beautiful by Millie Rane to give them a game point here on the two. They're going to be up 12-11.
And what a shot by Connor, too. That Tui up here to counter when Tyson, I thought the point was over with Tyson's shot.
12-11-2.
Yeah, that was incredible defense turned into offense. Wow, just long.
Shut up.
You're seeing some Onyx, some incredible defense in this match on both sides. Both of these teams, they know how to frustrate opponents by getting balls back over and over and over again. But
11, 12,
McGuffin
1.
and Pisnik now have a shot to tie it up, down 1. Case in point.
Wow. It's in.
Wow, that's just great pickleball.
That was all Tjasa Pisnik right there.
That
and
is
Tyson
just-
comes in at the end.
That is just great pickleball there. And that ties the game at 12.
Hydration break.
Hydration break.
And that's going to lead to a hydration break. I didn't know that was the thing, but apparently it is. That was the point of the match. We're going to stay here for this hydration timeout. Up to this point today, I've been calling the singles matches, and they've been great. But this doubles match, Onik, is the quality of play by both teams is just unbelievable. Yeah, there's a few errors here and there, but it's just great offense countered by great defense, and just quality pickleball by both teams. Got a pretty good crowd here, especially on the side with shade. Quite a few people lining the fence as well. The crowds are filling in
Time
here.
in. 12-12-1.
But we're now back in play at 12-12. It's a little
Point.
high by Millie Rane, and Tyson
Timeout
pounces on it.
receivers. 13-12-1.
And Connor Garnett and Millie Rane are on the side of the court that's been a little bit preferential today, so we'll see if that plays out again in this game too.
Set up.
And they get a quick side out.
Zero, zero, one.
Nice finish there by Connor. Really the difference in that last game, Anik, was a couple of dinks that were a little bit high by Millie Rane, and Tina put away one, and Tyson put away one, and that gave them the 14-12 game.
Point.
But they're off to a quick start here. Garnett and Rane, they're up 2-0.
2-0-1.
And they're still on the one.
Second serve.
With both of these teams, you hit balls that you think are going to be winners against most teams, but they're not against these two teams. You got to hit several good shots in a row to get these points. That was beautiful by Miller. She slid a little bit into the middle to get on her forehand and just ripped one right between McGuffin and Pisnik. And now they're up 3 early in the second game. That's a nice start for these guys. Tyson was all over that speed up, but Millie got the counter, and Tyson could not finish the next one on the combo. So now it's 4-0. That one goes wide. I wouldn't be surprised to see an early time. So we are back at the Genius Bank Pickleball World Championships with Connor Garnett serving with Millie Rane, up 5-0 in the second game. Dominating start by those two after losing game 1.
Point.
And that one goes wide. Tina tried to go behind Connor Garnett, and she had him beat, but she pushed it wide, so now it's 6-0. They just need the extra point here to get the 7-point lead.
6-0-2.
That was a nice reach over by Tyson McGuffin. And they'll get the ball back, but they're down 6, and they need to really get going here if they want to have a chance to compete in game 2 here. They're down 6-0 with the ball. So in the middle of that point, Connor thought about
the fake ATP.
He thought about doing the ATP. He has one of the best two-way ATPs that I think I've ever seen when he really cranks on it, but he didn't have enough room, so he brought it back into the middle, and they get the side out, or they get the second serve. But that rally will put McGuffin and Pisnik on the board for the first time in game 2, but they still trail by 5 on the 2.
1-6-2. Set out.
Not sure what happened there, if that was a bad bounce or Tyson was expecting Tina to get that ball, but that was a little bit of an awkward swing.
Second serve.
Gets them to a second serve here, but they still have that 5-point lead. Trying to win this game and get to a decisive game 3. This court has had several decisive game 3s today. The one, all 3 matches I called earlier were game 3s, trying to get this one to a game 3 as well. And after several defensive moves, Tyson said enough of that and goes angle. Right at Anik. Anik did not flinch. Anik mentioned that Tyson is now in his second shirt, second pair of socks, and now he's changed his wristband. So he's almost done a
full wardrobe change.
Yeah, I think he's down to his shorts and his hat are all that's left. We'll keep an eye on those for you at home. Nice speed up there by McGuffin. Finds the hip of Connor, and all they could do is put his paddle out, and it goes long. And now,
2-6-1.
Now they've doubled the score, down 4.
Second serve.
That was just a great spot by Connor. He found that left foot of Tjasa McGuffin, and he couldn't do anything with that one. He punches it into the net. That gets into 7 of 5.
7-1.
So that was a great combo by Tyson. He went at Connor's backhand. Connor countered it, but Tyson was ready for that one that time with a combo and puts it deep into the corner behind Millie
Hold
Rane.
on.
No chance to get that one.
Spectators, please be seated. Here we go. 8-2-1. Point.
So we got a nice run going here by Rane and Garnett. They're up 9-2, and they're only 2 points away from taking this to a decisive third game.
Second serve.
And they're on the 2 now. Another chance to potentially get 1 point closer to closing out game 2.
9-2-2.
Millie initially was calling that one out, Millie Rane.
After review, the result of the rally is overturned. The ball is out. No loss of challenge.
They called that
One
one
free
out.
challenge
Wow, I need to get
remaining.
my
One
eyes
free
checked, 'cause
challenge
that
remaining.
clearly
We'll
looked like it was in
resume
for
play
me,
at
but it was out. That shows you the
10-2-2.
angles of where you're calling these from do matter. We're about 20 feet from that sideline, and it was, they called it, Millie initially called it out, then she changed it to in, or called it in, and then they challenged the in ruling, and it was out. So that'll give them a game point here, up 10-2.
It is. Time in. 10-2-2.
And they're on the 2. And a beautiful ATB by Connor Garnett, and they're gonna call that in. It was tough to see. They're calling that in. That'll end game 2 here, 11-2. It doesn't look like they're gonna challenge their in ruling. So that's gonna take us to a decisive game 3 here in this really well-played match between the two teams. And with that, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with you shortly from the Jenius Bank Pickleball World Championships. For some reason has been better all day. We're not sure all the reasons, but it has. So
game 3,
we'll see how this game 3 starts with Millie Rane serving. Nice attack there by Tina to actually went at Connor's backhand, which is dangerous many times, but she had him stretching. And she's going to get the ball back for her team with a chance to put the first point of game 3 on the board. Great drop by Tyson there.
Point.
Connor went two-way, but he went cross court again into Tyson's forehand, and if you don't get it by him, you're gonna pay the price, and he did.
Point.
That was a great flick by McGuffin to get Connor a little bit off guard, and again, he gets his paddle on it, but it goes wide, and they're up 2.
2-0-1.
Let's put away this
Second serve.
this decisive third game. We will switch sides once one team gets to 6. But McGuffin is going to be serving here on the 2 up 2. It's a great forehand by Millie Rane to get a ball pushed wide by Pisnik, and now they're going to get the ball back, looking for their first point of game 3.
0-2-1. Point.
Millie with the attack against Tyson McGuffin, and he goes long. I feel like
1-2-1.
that Rane and Connor have been doing a lot more of the attacking, generally speaking, than the other side.
Second serve.
Missed dink by Connor. I think it's a function of I don't think they want to get in these long, protracted dink battles with those two because they're really good at it. They'd rather end the points earlier and get the speed ups going and see who can win the hands battles. Another Connor 2E ATP. That's so good. And the thing about Connor's ATP is he not only hits them hard, but he puts so much curl on it that he can really curl it right around the post.
2-2-2.
And he did it there perfectly. Tied at 2. Another one goes long. I don't know how these guys do it, but they're able to, in the middle of a hands battle, know exactly whether or not a ball's going to be in or long, and they just pull off of that one. And Annika, as I said earlier, the best shot in pickleball is not to hit an out ball. It's a free point if you're willing to take it.
Yeah, and the other crazy thing is when they're in the firefights, when to keep firefighting and when to let up and reset the ball for to see another ball back.
Yep. That's this beautiful 2E. Again, if you go at Connor's behind him to that 2E backhand and he's got his feet set, he's going to rip that 2E in a lot of different spots, and I think he's been more effective going down the line than trying to counter or take those at Tyson. So we'll see if he continues to hit that spot. They're up 3. Well, I just said that they're really good at not hitting out balls. That one was way in, and Connor let it go, but I actually like that play. I think I'd rather see a person let one go and be wrong occasionally than just to keep hitting those out balls. So that was well in, but that's okay. That's in the budget.
Second serve.
I've also seen Millie go at Tyson a couple more times. I wonder if Connor and Millie talked during one of the breaks and made a little bit of an adjustment.
I think you're right. It seems like Millie's been doing quite, I don't know what the percentage would be, but she's been doing the most speed ups, I think, of any of these 4 during this match. They've been pretty successful with it. counter there and reset. There's another one
Set
by
out.
Millie. Yeah, Millie's not afraid to go after Tjasa McGuffin. She did it there again, and they're going to get the ball back. They're up 2 in this decisive game 3. We'll switch sides when the
5-3-1.
first team gets to 6. And
Point,
Connor,
timeout, change ends.
Connor got big in the middle into game 3, and they take a 6-3 lead into the side change. And Connor Garnett will be serving to Tjasa Pisnik.
Timing, 6-3-1.
And they're still on the 1.
Point.
I think was left a little bit high by Pisnik, and Connor reaches in and puts that one right through the middle. This nice way to control that. He didn't overhit it. Got it about a foot from the baseline. It was a perfect shot.
7-3-1.
It's a
Point.
good speed up there.
Yeah, so there's a speed up, and Tyson ended up going cross court to Connor, who was sitting there with his forehand. And
8-3-1.
Connor's backhand is really, really good, but his forehand is no slouch either.
Second serve.
Connor gives a nod to McGuffin. He was waiting on that speed up by Connor Garnett. But they're still up. They're up 5 now with the ball still.
8-3-2.
That was a great job by Tjasa McGuffin. He was actually standing off the court when that last one came back, hopped back on and hit a really nice shot to
3-8-1.
keep the advantage in that point, get the ball back.
Second serve. 3-8-2.
Oh, really
Set
great
out.
drop to coming in by Tyson there, though.
Yeah, that was unlucky. It hits the net and skips a little bit wide, and
8-3-1.
Millie Rane's serving with 3 points needed for the match.
Second serve.
Nice drop by Tina.
Yeah, so drop shots are usually not advised in doubles especially, but that was
8-3-2.
perfectly executed by Tina. No chance for Millie Rane to get it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Tina bailed out
Wow.
Tyson. Tyson thought the ball was past him, but Tina was right there in the middle.
That was
It's a counter.
That was incredible defense by Millie Rane. She hit
3-8-1.
one like right at her feet that I can't believe she got. That was a great point. Nope. I've really been impressed with both of these teams. I think
Second serve.
I think I've certainly seen most of these players play, but Millie Rane not as much, and I think she's shown
3-8-2.
really, really well in this match in all facets of the game. I think there's a reason why they've continued to
out.
pair together, because they actually play really well together, and they both have good two-handed backhands. Millie's got a really good one. She's not afraid to use it. She's not afraid to
8-3-1.
go after the guy in front of her.
Point.
And that was a great speed up. She went through the middle, but she got it just to the left of Tyson's paddle and onto Tina's backhand, and now it's
9-3-1.
2 points from the match. Great job by Pisnik. She
Second
pulled off
serve.
the Ernie there. Or actually, was that a Bert? That was an Ernie, sorry. Might have been a
9-3-2.
Bert. She did a great job there. A Another drop shot. Wow, that was so nice. The way she slid over to get that two-handed backhand freed up and just rips it right between them. And now we have our first match point at 10-3.
10-3-2.
They're on the 2.
Set out.
That one goes wide. So they staved off a match point there, which is great. Now they're going to get the ball back.
3-10-1.
They've got a pretty big hole to come back from here. Beautiful there by Millie Rane. You know, I think Anik, one thing I've seen about Millie is she's done a great job sliding to get on her preferred side. There she slid to get her forehand, but
3-10-2.
she's avoiding getting hit in the middle of the body and just burying some of those shots at the net.
Set out.
And we have another shot here at a match point at 10-3.
10-3-1. Second serve.
Still have a shot here on the second serve to close this match out.
10-3-2.
Oh, and Connor wanted that one. He got his two-way on the bounce and wanted to go for the winner, but he hits it well long.
3-10-1. Point.
We add another point to the ledger.
4-10-1.
Nice.
Point.
Nice speed up by Tina there.
Yeah, she did a great
Good
job.
hands.
Yeah, she did a great job with her hands. She's got a really good one-handed flick that she uses, or roll in some cases, but she's got a really good one on the woman's side for sure. Yeah, too much Connor there in the middle. But they still have a second serve. They've got a gap of 5 to close, though, to get back in this game. It goes long. So, you know, in pickleball, Anik, you never know. I think Connor had a singles match back in a few tournaments ago where he was down, I think it was like 10-1 or something like that.
He was down 10-0 against Jack.
10-0, that's what it was. And he came back to win the game. So you just never know. You know, it can happen. That goes wide. And they're going to have another shot here to close this match out up 10-6.
10-6-1. Second serve.
And certainly Pisnik and McGuffin are fighters. They're not going to just let them have this match. They're going to make them earn it. And now they're on the 2. That was a great play by Tyson. I think he just clipped the line on that behind Garnett, and they're going to get the ball back here. They're closing this gap. It's 10-6, but they got 2 serves here to close it even further. And
slowly but surely,
you never know. You get a couple more points and put some scoreboard pressure on, and anything could happen. That was behind. I was going to predict before the game started that I thought the winning team in this game would win 11-9 was my prediction. I know I didn't call it early enough, but I don't think McGuffin and Pisnik are completely done yet. Nice play there. Get another point. Now they're only down 3. You know, as you get later in these matches where the teams have now played a couple of games against each other, they're starting to understand the patterns and the speed up spots, and you see a lot more countering going on of these speed ups because they're used to some of the locations. Nice finish there by Garnett.
All right, match point number 5. What do you think, Dave?
We have another match point.
10-7-1.
We are going to have a timeout here, it looks like, by, I believe that was taken by McGuffin and Pisnik. I didn't hear who called it, but we're going to stay here for this break. Might have been Garnett and Rane that called that timeout just to get settled here. They know the importance of finishing this match while they have the lead and while they have the ball, because if they don't and they give the ball back to McGuffin and Pisnik, who are surging a little bit, they could find themselves tied before you know it. So they're going to try to just regroup a little bit and close this game out, close this match out. And the action will resume here shortly. Tyson was
no timeout, 1 timeout.
Getting a little extra rest there. I think he's on his 3rd shirt, Anik, at least. I don't know if it might be, if I might have missed a shirt change, but this is at least the 3rd shirt and at least the 3rd wristband. Might be the original hat, but could be the 2nd hat. But we are here still at a match point here. 10-7. Oh, beautiful finish there by Millie Rane, right between the two, right between Pisnik and McGuffin, and that'll close it out with Millie Rane and Collin Garnett winning an exciting 3-game match with the last game there 11-7, but a really well-played match. One of the best mixed doubles matches I've seen in a while between these two teams. And any final thoughts, Anik, on this match as we go to the next one?
That was a really great match to watch, to commentate. I'm sure it was a really fun match to play too. So all around, great match.
So we are going to switch now to, on this court, to gender doubles. And the next match is going to feature the teams of, just getting the, yeah, sorry,